on the advert, Africa Muslims Agency, the One Child, One Dream Project, a reality, Amman School of Excellence. Those refugee children are in South Africa. And we are now joined by media officer at AMA, Nadda Osman. Nadda, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and welcome.
Wa alaikum assalam. Thank you so much for having me.
Yes, we trust and hope you're going to have a wonderful Jummah ahead. But more importantly, the One Child, One Dream project is a reality with the arrival of these beautiful children from Amman School of Excellence, Nada.
Yes. So we have 10 children here with us who are, we call them our success stories because these are the children who have been through a men's school of excellence. But there's plenty of other children who are still stuck behind in the camps who haven't had the opportunity yet to be sponsored and therefore haven't had the chance to have an education. So we're really here just telling their stories and informing everyone on what they can do to help.
Yes, just looking at all these children, how excited are they of being here in South Africa, Nada?
They are so excited. For a lot of them, it was their first time on a flight, so they were extremely excited. They've never really traveled much. They're finding it very surreal. Some of them, they really can't believe it. We were just talking to them yesterday, and they're saying that they didn't actually think that this would be a reality. And even when speaking to some of the other AMA staff, they were telling me how difficult it was to obtain paperwork and visas, because for a lot of these refugee children and orphan children, they don't have proper documentation. So in order to travel, and get visas out of the country, it's immensely difficult to get this paperwork done. So there's a lot of back and forth between, Syria and Lebanon, and we have some children of Palestinian origin as well, which is also very difficult because of their status as well.
Well, certainly, and I think what is amazing is we've read so much, we've listened so much, we've viewed so much with regard to all the disasters that have been taking place, the genocides that have been unfolding in those parts of the world. Whether we're talking about Syria or Palestine and other parts around the world, and we hear about these children, we hear about how these children have been affected, and to have them come out. To South Africa to be able to now interact, to see these children live. And for me, that alone, is inspirational, but also looking at the exposure that the people who will be meeting and attending events, and we know we're talking about tonight an evening of angelic sound, that we are talking about this event that is taking place this evening. But these events like these that actually bring us close to reality and gives us that reality check, Nada.
Yeah, I mean, it's very surreal, and I think it's so important for everybody listening to know the situation on the ground in Lebanon, and especially in refugee camps as well. What we've achieved here through the Amen's School of Excellence is such a huge deal. But again, I want to place emphasis on the children who are still back home, because we only have 10 cases here with us today in South Africa, but there's hundreds of others who are still stuck in the camps. And the situation is extremely difficult, whether it's in the summer and the temperatures are scorching. It becomes very difficult for them. And in the winter, a lot of times these tents flood. And because of their refugee status, they're not allowed to reinforce their tents to make them stronger, because they can't be seen as permanent homes. Again, access to education is very difficult and hard for these children. And if they don't get access to education, a lot of the young girls will fall into early marriages. A lot of the boys will be forced into being forced to work from a very young age. And we've also seen cases when I visited the camps where sometimes parents will be forced to abandon their children because they cannot afford to give them an education or to feed them. So this is something that we've come up a lot. And a lot of these children, before they were sponsored, through AMA, they were saying that they found that a lot of times schools would not accept them because of their refugee status, or sometimes school buses would not come to pick them up at the refugee camps. So it's such a shame that that is the reason why a child will be forbidden an education for the rest of their life, and that means that their life takes a completely different course. So here we're really kind of trying to emphasize how important education is, and the Amen School of Excellence is such an excellent opportunity for them to have a new chance at life and to really kind of start dreaming again and have ambitions.
Yes. No, no, just looking at how these children have been received in the country. I know the first point of call has been Cape Town. How have they been received by the people of Cape Town, by children as well? Because, obviously children interact with other children. What has that experience been like?
I mean, we've been around South Africa now. We've been going to different schools in Cape Town. We will be going to other cities as well. But the children in the schools have all been so excited to see them. It's also been very very emotional as well. The kids, for any child in South Africa to see someone their age who has had such a traumatic experience, it's been difficult for both sides to see each other. But at the same time, it's been filled with excitement. Everyone's been so happy to see them. The children have been, very, very excited at the prospect of being here in a new country and to talk about their experience and their stories, and to also tell other people how their lives have changed as soon as they started getting an education and studying all their favorite subjects. And one thing that we found is now that the children, who have been to the Aman School of Excellence, they've been scoring very highly in terms of their grades. They're doing very, very well at school, which we love to see.
Yes. And just coming to tonight's event, an evening of angelic sound. Tell us more.
Yes, so the children will be. We have children who are performing. Yemen. I'm sure a lot of people know about his story. He was from a refugee camp. He's originally of Syrian origin. He's also an Islamic singer. So this one child, one dream. They'll be performing on stage. They'll also again have an opportunity to tell their stories to other people. And yeah, you'll be able to meet the children as well, and to hear from them personally.
Yes, and I see it's taking place in Sync. I'm just looking at the banner that's up on screen right now. 6:30 p.m. tonight, Islama Auditorium, Imam Harun Road in Lansdowne. Tickets are still available. 100 rand per adult, 50 rand per child. Nada.
Yes, correct.
Okay, and then they can contact Idrisa on 079 155 1493. Well, Nada, I must say, it's been an absolute pleasure that, you've come out, talk to us as well. Last week, there was a lot of hype. And as I mentioned, the reality is, yeah, these wonderful children are here. And Cape Town, the first point of call. Looking forward to these children because I have heard the ad that they are going through many other parts around the country, and I'm sure it's inshallah it will be a highly successful visit. But I think more importantly, hats off to AMA for bringing these children and the wonderful work that AMA has been doing together with the Amman School of Excellence, so that these children, can have a better life. And they can live their dreams, they can achieve what they need to achieve. And like you mentioned, these are only 10 children, but we still have got we've got a huge task ahead, Nada, I'm sure.
Yes, it's such a big operation, and we're also very grateful to be in a position where we could be able to facilitate this. But of course, I just want to take it back to the listeners. If anyone's tuning in, it's just to really emphasize the importance of education and supporting AMA and this whole campaign, to be able to give other children their age the opportunity to be in schools as well.
Well, inshallah, we trust and hope that that dream will also be realized by AMA to reach out to as many children as they can through projects like these, through initiatives like these. Nada, once again, shukran. Jazakallah khairan so much for your time, for coming on and sharing what you have with us. And we trust and hope that tonight is going to be, inshallah, a highly successful evening and well supported.
Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Nadda Osman, media officer at AMA this morning, just providing us with an insight into these children, the One Child, One Dream project of the Africa Muslims Agency. Tonight, once again, just to reinforce, 6:30 p.m. at the Islama Auditorium, Imam Harun Road, Lansdowne. Tickets are still available, 100 rand per adult, 50 rand per child. You can contact Idrisa on 079 155 1493. And this is an evening of angelic sound. Imagine what you can do for these children. And with that, I'm going to be signing off. Once again, it's been an absolute pleasure being in your company on this beautiful day of Jummah. Have yourself a great day, inshallah, and filled with the mercy, with the blessings of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Let us not forget to recite Surah Kahf and abundant durood on Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam on this day of Jummah. Until we meet again, from myself and the team, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.